we're going to be opening a can of worms that we should have opened a long time ago. And there's like a 99% chance that if you're watching this video, you also grew up either getting bullied or made fun of for your appearance and you struggled with being insecure. We're going to discuss everything to do with this topic, which means how to heal and deal with your insecurities and the trauma that came from being bullied in your younger years, to how to rediscover yourself, gain an authentic identity and express yourself the way you want to, and also obviously how to get proper raw confidence that you're going to carry with you for the rest of your life. And obviously I'm going to tell you about my story growing up, getting bullied, and where I am right now. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Hi guys, I'm Nina. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Over here we talk about glowing up in every single area of your life, which means mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and anything else that you can think of. So if that sounds right up your alley, make sure to subscribe, and I hope you're ready to sit down, grab your water, and get ready for a yap session with me. So I'm gonna start off this video by telling you about my own journey growing up as an ugly girl, glowing up and finding myself, so that you know that actually it's possible. Here are pictures and videos of me when I was younger, in middle school, in high school, still when I was insecure. Pretty much I was considered like the weird, quiet, nerdy girl in the corner that likes bugs. So you can imagine how my middle school years went. Except for the one or two people that were kind to me, most people gave me the side eye when I was passing by in the hallways. Most girls whispered about me and I could very much tell that I was not liked. And obviously now I know that I'm neurodivergent, right? But kids back in the day didn't know that. They just started bullying you. And that paired with the fact that I realized that I couldn't see well, so I had to get glasses. Also, my teeth were extremely messed, so I had to get braces. And then it didn't help that a lot of the people in my school were rich kids, which means everyone was taking care of their appearance and really cared about the way they dressed and the way they looked. And then you take me compared to all of those people, and you can imagine how very fast I became like the weird girl on the side. And after a while, when you're growing up like this, you get hit with the mental illness. It just is like that. You suddenly realize that you're extremely anxious and extremely depressed and you hate yourself, which, you know, it's not really good. I can talk about it jokingly right now because I am over all of that, but if you're watching this video and you're struggling, trust me, you are not alone and you are very much gonna get past this. Literally every single hurdle that you have in your life, if you feel like you're never gonna be capable of loving yourself and that you're always gonna be insecure, nah. That's not it. I'm telling you right now, you can take me as proof. I fully love myself and I'm fully confident right now, when back in the day I was not like that. Realistically, people may see me and they're gonna be like, yeah, you glowed up, but a lot of that glow comes from inside. So trust me, you will be capable of doing the inner work to start having a glow on the outside, and very quickly you're gonna gain the confidence and you're gonna forget that people ever considered you the ugly girl. But anyway, I digress. To add an extra sprinkle into the story, I kind of developed earlier than the other girls in my class, which means I was taller. Also the chest, it grew, which means the young me, young impressionable teenage me, started realizing that even though boys didn't think that I was pretty, they liked my body, which means I very quickly went into the sad pipeline of, oh, I grew up ugly, but people like my body, so let me show my body more because that means that people will like me more. Saying it out loud, it's sad and it's a little worrying, right? But the thing is that when you're young, you don't know better. So I went through the pipeline, okay, being emo, trying to figure out how to express myself, being an e-girl, trying to show my body because that's the only way people were gonna like me, and then coming to terms with the fact that I need to love myself first in order to, you know, like the way I look. Like, I have to love myself internally. You get the point. Anyway, now I'm here and I feel so confident and I actually genuinely love myself, and I don't even consider myself ugly. Guys, I used to think that I can't ever feel better because I'm always gonna look the way I look, and so I can't change my inner feelings when my outside is always gonna look bad. But right now, guys, when I look at myself, when I look at those pictures of me when I was younger, when I used to consider myself ugly, I don't consider myself ugly. I think that I was always cute, and it's just inordinate amounts of weird societal pressure and your environment, plus your own insecurities, that are making you feel that way. Anyway, that's enough of a yap about my point of view and how it went down with me. As you can see, right now, I am where I am, and I very much consider myself a hot girl, okay? My confidence cannot be stopped. I'm not gonna be humble, guys. I consider myself beautiful, and I'm so happy that I can confidently say that, and trust me, I want that exact same thing for you. So whether you have already done all the self-work that you needed to do, or you're just starting with it, let's start with talking about how to heal all that trauma that comes from growing up as an ugly girl. So all of that bullying, all of that internal insecurities, and also external invalidation that you got. First of all, let's just mention kids are stupid, okay? They don't know any better. Like, kids don't have their frontal lobe developed. They don't know what they're saying. If you got bullied, if people were mean, especially if girls were telling you you don't look good or you were getting judged, bro, they did not know any better. They were just learning in their impressionable little minds from their parents, from media, about the way somebody's supposed to look, and so they saw you being different and they started bullying you. But trust me, don't listen to kids. They don't know what they're talking about, okay? Especially about appearance. That is one thing that you definitely shouldn't carry with you. And I know that it sounds a little extreme, but trust me, if somebody has something to say about your appearance, it says so much more about them than it says about you. Because I am telling you right now, if somebody is confident and loves themselves, they will never, ever, 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 ever turn their gaze towards other people and start judging them, start being mean about it. Nah, because they're focused on themselves. People who are focused on their own improvement, people who care about themselves, people who are confident, they are not judging others. They don't have time to judge others. And also, they're not going to judge others because they know that they've been there before. Those people are never going to insult you, which means the only people that are going to be bullying you, judging you, and being mean about your appearance are the people who are not confident themselves. Which is like, why would you even care about their opinion? Do you get what I'm saying? If you got bullied by the mean girls, trust me, those are the most insecure people that you will ever meet. They may look on the outside like they look good, like they're confident, but there is a deep well of personal unsatisfaction in those people. When they see somebody else, they have a need to put them down because in their mind they wouldn't be able to express themselves the way you express yourself. They will see you dressed the way you want to dress and not really caring about your looks, and they're going to find that scary because they can't imagine themselves in your place. If they imagine themselves in such a scenario, they're like, oh, I wouldn't be able to do that because I would feel so insecure, and so they're like, I gotta put that person in their place. But trust me, a confident person would never, ever, ever, ever do that to you, which is why do not listen to people who bully you, people who insult your appearance. Never listen to them. Even now, even if it's not kids, even if it's adults, even if you have some toxic friends who like to judge and make you catch strays with their comments, they're insecure. They're insecure because I'm telling you right now, ever since I fixed up my insecurities and I gained confidence, I do not think negatively about other people's appearances. So that's why all those external factors that impacted your self-confidence when you were little and when you were bullied do not matter. It is only your own opinion of yourself that matters when it comes to these things, guys. Another important thing that I really want to talk about is that if you have always felt like you stood out, if you always felt like you do not fit in anywhere, you didn't fit in class, you don't fit in the beauty standard, you don't fit in this, in the way that you act, that's a good thing. That is such a good thing because, okay, obviously I'm a spiritual person, so I'm gonna yap about this, but that means that you were destined to do something else. That means that you were destined for greater things. That means that your life purpose is not to fit in the mold. Your life purpose is not to just have a 9 to 5 job and look like everybody else around you. If you have always felt like you are quirky, like you are different, like you're too unique and you got bullied for it, and you started to believe that there was something wrong with you, no. Trust me, your uniqueness is your biggest superpower because the people who are unique are the people who you look up to. The people who are unique are the people who change the world. They're the people who step forward and do something extraordinary. That's why that little intuition, that little feeling that you have where you believe that you are different from other people, where you kind of get worried and uncomfortable because you feel like you don't fit in, flipping own it. I'm telling you right now to own it because you are amazing as you are. So just because your energy doesn't match the energy of the people around you, it doesn't mean that it's a bad energy. Actually, there's a very high chance that you're just vibrating on a higher frequency than the people around you, and so you can feel them trying to drag you down back to their level, and so you feel inadequate and you feel like you should change. But trust me, I'm telling you right now, own it. Own your uniqueness. Own everything that is special and quirky about you because that makes you you and that is your superpower. And I mean this completely honestly because, guys, if I just decided that I should fit in, I wouldn't be here. If I decided that I should just fit in the mold and follow the usual pattern, I wouldn't be sitting here dressed the way that I am, fully confident, talking to a camera, and being confident, and I feel like I'm following my true purpose by helping and inspiring other people. If I was to just let myself fit in the mold, I wouldn't be capable of standing here in front of you today to tell you that you are perfect just the way you are. And okay, listen, I know it sounds cringy. I know, okay. I understand when people tell you that you should love yourself for who you are and you're perfect the way you are, but it sounds so superficial. And those kind of comments didn't help me either. Okay, I get it. Those kind of comments were like, be so for real when I was little, because I was like, listen, you may say that everyone is beautiful, but then why am I getting bullied and why don't I feel good about myself? So trust me, I get it. But what I'm trying to tell you is that you can take your uniqueness and you can take those things that are different about you and you can make them shine. Instead of putting them away, make them shine. Because the thing is, you're never going to be able to hide it. Whatever it is that makes you special, you're never going to be able to hide it. So even if you put in all of your effort to try to fit in with other people, you're always going to feel uncomfortable. You're always going to feel like you're getting side-eyed by other people. And that's only because you simply cannot hide your greatness. You cannot hide that intrinsic part of you. Do you get what I'm saying? Which is why instead of trying to hide it and being uncomfortable in the process, try to make it shine. Take that thing that is special about you and get in tune with it and then let it shine, because that is where your beauty is going to come from. Your beauty isn't going to come from trying to fit in the average beauty standards. Your beauty isn't going to come in from acting like everyone else. It's going to come in from your own unique energy. Okay, I'm going to stop yapping. I'm going to stop yapping about this because there's many other things that I want to talk about, but that's just like, get that in your head, okay? Yeah, alright. So guys, I'm like really passionate about this topic because I feel like the way that I grew up and the way that I was seen and my appearance plays a massive role in who I am today. So I just I wanna get on the same page as you, okay? So I understand definitely that there has to be a pipeline, right? You can't just go from considering yourself that same ugly girl that you were growing up to suddenly considering yourself the hottest girl in the world. I know that that's not how it goes, which is why we're gonna talk about how to figure out who you are and then how to get confident with who you are. So, first of all, appearance. Okay, we're talking about appearance in this video because that's what this video is about. Okay, I know that appearance isn't everything, but for me, appearance matters, okay? Appearance is the way that I express myself, and I really like to put on cute jewelry, wear pink, do my makeup, and so it's completely okay if you want to express yourself that way too. It's completely okay if you want to look in the mirror and you want to like what you see. I'm not saying that that's wrong. I'm not gonna be here to tell you body positivity or body neutrality and you have to just accept your features for what they are and just love yourself for who you are. Like, yeah, duh. But if you want to look a certain way and you want to express yourself in a certain way with your appearance, that's completely okay too. So the first thing that you're gonna have to do is experiment, okay? Because there is no way that you will be able to know what exactly you want and who exactly you are immediately. That's just not how it works. You have to go through phases, okay? You have to go through phases. I mean, there's a high chance if you're watching this video, you've already been through phases. You've been through your emo phase, your clean girl phase, your Pilates phase, whatever the heck, right? I know that there's a lot of aesthetics on the internet. Don't be afraid to follow them. I know that a lot of people will tell you to, like, you know, you're not gonna find your identity if you keep, you know, jumping from aesthetic to aesthetic. But like, the thing is, if you don't know what your identity is in the first place, you can't really know unless you try. Let yourself be. Experiment with your hair, okay? And I'm not just saying like cut it, dye it if you want to. I've been through like every single array of flippin' hair color. I've had blue, I've had purple, I've had pink, I've had red, I've had everything, right? And now I'm back to my natural hair color because I realized that I feel the most like myself in my own hair color. But I wouldn't be able to, you know, come to that conclusion if I didn't go through all the experimenting that I went through. So if you're getting my gist, let yourself explore with your hair, with your makeup. Okay, find different kinds of makeup tutorials. Don't only think about if it looks good on you, but think about if you align yourself with it. Think about, like, do you see yourself putting in those 50 extra minutes every single day to look that way? Or do you see yourself as somebody who likes to do less makeup? I'm not telling you to go buy new clothes of every single other style, but you can try to experiment with clothes that you already have in your closet, but tweak them a little, put on different kinds of accessories, and you're gonna be able to experiment with how you like to look. But like, also, this takes time while you're experimenting with your appearance, your clothes, your everything, because like I said, appearance isn't everything. You're gonna have to work on the internal. The best way to be confident and to be authentic is to know who you are, and the only way you're gonna do that is if you just do that painful, annoying thing of sitting down with yourself and working it out. You're gonna have to figure out your likes, your dislikes, your favorite this, your favorite food, your favorite color, your favorite pastimes, your hobbies, what you're interested in, your goals. You're gonna have to do the work of sitting down with yourself and figuring out all those things about yourself. Literally channel your inner 7-year-old girl filling out those little like a favorite color, a favorite number, a favorite today, like magazine things, and just like, you're gonna realize that after a little bit of time you're gonna know yourself better and better. But also, like, remember that your opinions and your thoughts and your preferences can change, okay? A problem that can come up is that you're gonna try and figure out your own identity, and then you're gonna kind of get an idea of who you are, but then you're gonna change your opinion or your preference on something, but then you're gonna be like, yeah, but I can't really change it because I already decided on who I am. Like, no, that's not how it works. You're human. You evolve. I've changed so much just in the last 2-3 years. So I'm telling you that you as a human being are gonna evolve and you're gonna change, and that's what makes you authentic. That's what makes you you, and that's what makes you unique. So do not try to fit yourself in a little box, and then like when you try to exit that box, like shove yourself back in because you believe that you have to fit a certain label, a certain aesthetic. That's not it, all right? Let yourself grow and let yourself evolve, and slowly you're gonna find a pattern. You're gonna figure out that even though your favorite color has changed from like pink to light purple, you're gonna realize, actually, yeah, I do like pastels a lot. Step one to being confident, and then step one to liking who you are is knowing who you are. Because like, if you don't know somebody, you're not gonna have confidence in them, right? You're not gonna like tell your secrets to them if you don't know who they are. How can you love someone if you don't know who they are? That's like, pretty much treat yourself like you're on a date with yourself, like you are learning about yourself for the first time and like you're learning how to love yourself. Like pretty much, yeah, get in a relationship with yourself. That's like a very broad way to say it, because when you are trying to figure out how to love yourself, naturally you're going to be curious about who you are, and so you're going to learn about yourself and you're going to learn how to love yourself. Bibbidi bobbidi. Once again, you get the point. It takes a little bit of work, right? I don't expect the things that I told you in this video, just like about like why you shouldn't care about what other people think. I don't expect that to change and take away all your trauma. It takes work. It takes sitting down with yourself, journaling, getting a therapist, watching motivational videos. It takes a little bit of time, but through persistence and through learning to reprogram your brain to have positive thoughts, you are gonna get over all that trauma. It does take time, because still you're gonna find yourself in moments where you do your makeup and your makeup doesn't look right, and suddenly you feel ugly. You feel like yourself when you were little, when you put on makeup for the first time and you feel vulnerable, then you start crying. Okay, it happens to everyone. But that kind of stuff is going to diminish with time as long as you stay persistent with trying to figure out who you are and with dealing with your trauma. But anyway, now that you've gotten past that point, you know who you are, how you want to express yourself. Well, now let's get to the actual confidence part, because knowing yourself is not enough to be confident. The main thing that confidence comes from is trusting yourself. And after a long life of feeling like it's your fault that you got bullied and that you couldn't really figure out how to love yourself, you couldn't figure out how to take care of yourself, that's a lot of time you spent not trusting yourself. That's a lot of time you spent not in alignment with yourself. And so you cannot expect yourself to just be raw, randomly confident and fake it till you make it. Like, that's not gonna work. I know a lot of people say fake it till you make it, and to some extent, I understand the concept, I understand the vibe, okay, because naturally repeating things and reprogramming your mind, it is gonna help you out. But you can make it even better for yourself if you not only fake it till you make it, but you also learn to trust yourself. Because when you trust yourself, you're gonna have confidence in yourself. Like, you know, if your friend or your partner keeps lying to you, you're not gonna have confidence in them. You're not gonna trust them to go do that thing that you asked them to do. You're not gonna trust them to show up on time because they haven't showed up on time before. You kind of have that same relationship with yourself right now because you feel like it's your fault, even though it's not. Okay, even if you rationally know that it's not your fault you got bullied, it's not your fault that you were not confident and that you're insecure, but somewhere in your subconscious mind, you still feel like it's your fault for all those things. So you're gonna have to slowly start doing things which make you trust yourself. You're gonna slowly have to start getting discipline and developing habits that are gonna make you trust yourself, okay? Which means, let's say you wanna get in shape, but you never show up for yourself. How can you have confidence? Obviously, your confidence is affected by your appearance, but your appearance is 99% a reflection of what's inside already. So that's why starting from inside is a very good idea. Obviously, all this time, keep experimenting with makeup, keep experimenting with your style, but you can see how people's confidence changes when they start going to the gym. Like when they have started going to the gym consistently, like they showed up for themselves multiple times, their confidence flipping spikes, even though their physical appearance might not have changed that much in like a period of 1 to 2 months. Their confidence increased exponentially, and that is because they realize that they can have trust in themselves. They can have confidence in themselves because they know they're going to show up for themselves. To get the gist, start kicking in that discipline, start kicking in that motivation, whatever you need to start getting your habits done. Because once you build habits that you enjoy, once you build habits that you know are good for you, you're gonna gain confidence. This is why I say that the thing that kickstarted my confidence is me starting to do my skincare. It didn't change much, okay, guys? Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's not like I ever had massive acne or anything. Doing my skincare didn't change that much about my appearance, but it changed so much about my trust in myself, because up until that point, I thought that I was somebody who didn't take care of myself and who wasn't capable of locking in and, you know, doing a habit consistently. So the moment I started putting in effort to do my skincare daily, I realized that I just got like exponentially confident. Even though it didn't change that much for me realistically, at least on the appearance, it changed so much internally. It changed so much mentally because I started realizing, wait a minute. Well, clearly I care about myself. Clearly I love myself to some extent because I'm willing to put in the effort to do something that maybe is taking time and I'm not enjoying, but I'm willing to put in the effort because I know that it's gonna help me out. And then I'm like, damn, wait, well, actually, I'm a pretty good person then. I'm pretty good at taking care of myself. And then once you start building up those habits, you're gonna realize how much that confidence comes out of nowhere. And I'm telling you this because, bro, 2, 3 years ago, I was nowhere near the same person that I am now. You're just gonna have to start doing things that confident people do. So I guess to that extent, it is fake it till you make it, because you're gonna have to be like, you know what? I'm not gonna take no more ish from that friend who is toxic. You're gonna have to learn to stand up for yourself, because somewhere along the line, your thought process is going to shift from caring about how other people feel about you to caring about how you feel about you. And when that shift happens, trust me, your confidence is going to be visible, because suddenly you're not going to take no ish from anyone. You're going to be able to be like, you know what, listen, like, I value myself and you're not making me feel good, so you either change the way you're behaving or I'm going to go. And every single time you take those acts of self-respect, self-love, and self-trust, you are gonna realize that, damn, where this confidence comes from. Trust me, before you know it, you're going to be so crazy confident. Like, let me tell you guys, semi-recently, I looked in the mirror and I started crying, and I started crying not because I got insecure. I started crying because for the first time, I realized that I don't look for flaws anymore when I look in the mirror. Because before, and you probably relate to this, you would look in the mirror and then you're gonna be like, oh damn, why does my nose look like that? Oh wait, but like Loki, do I have a double chin? And then you're just gonna start picking away at all the little things that are different about the way that you look in the mirror. And I realized that for the first time ever, I actually do not care about the way I look in the mirror. I look in the mirror and I smile and I'm like, God damn, I look good. Have confidence in myself, and I just like what I see, and that made me cry because I was like, wow, is this what it feels like to finally heal from all that trauma that I used to experience when I was a kid when I got bullied? But anyway, now I'm here making this video because I want to inspire you to heal that trauma and to figure out who you are on the inside and on the outside, so that you can have that literally raw, unfiltered confidence, because trust me, you're supposed to have it, okay? Anyway, on the spiritual aspect of it, because on this channel we do like to talk about spirituality a lot, because you're an energetical being, your energy and your vibes matter. They actually play a very big part in how you feel. So if you start playing music that make you feel good, that make you feel smexy, and that make you feel confident, you're gonna realize that your vibes are also gonna go up and you're gonna feel prettier. You're gonna feel more confident. And yes, actually guys, affirmations, manifesting confidence, and manifesting self-love actually does work, because the more you repeat to yourself that you are confident, the more you repeat in yourself that you're amazing, you're beautiful, you're magnetic, you're a goddess, the moment you start doing those things, actually I'll just leave some affirmations in the description as well, because for some people starting with affirmations is a little difficult. I know there's like 50,000 out there, so I'm gonna leave you my favorite affirmations in the description. Think about it, in moments even where you did your makeup good and like objectively you look good, you can start feeling insecure because something didn't go the right way, and so your vibes start going down, and so suddenly you start picking away the way you look, you start not feeling confident, you have a sad look, your posture changes, and then you are no longer experiencing that confidence and that self-love. But then on the other hand, if you were to just like put up some music that hypes you the heck up, look at yourself, tell yourself that you love yourself, and just get up in your head about how beautiful you are, how much you love yourself, how grateful you are for life, literally any of those positive things, guys, gratitude definitely helps a lot. You're gonna realize how much more confident you feel. I mean, guys, literally, okay, just as an example. So this is what it looks like when your vibes drop, okay? You drop your head down, your posture becomes worse, you don't smile as much, you struggle to project your voice, and then it doesn't sound very convincing. But then, if you up your head, guys, trust me, your body also makes a big difference, okay? And I'm not saying about the way your body looks. Your posture makes a big difference in that confidence as well, because just straightening your spine, putting your shoulders back, lifting that chin up, and like opening your eyes and having a smile on your face is actually like, it makes a massive difference. Like, tell me right now that it doesn't make a massive difference. Like, go back a couple of seconds in this video and tell me that it does not make a difference between what it looked like when I was slouching and not confident versus what it looked like right now when I open up and I let my energy flow to the camera, okay? You see, you get what I'm saying. Anyway, that's enough of my spirituality mumbo jumbo. If you're not relating to it, that's okay, don't worry, you can just take what aligns. But anyway, that's it, I think, for this video. I've been yapping for quite some time. Before I end the video, I just want to tell you guys a really funny thing. This video idea and this topic, it actually came to me in a dream. Like, I know it sounds insane, but I genuinely dreamt of myself recording this video in this exact space, about this exact topic, so that's why I just have to like sit down and record it right now. Anyway, I just have to tell you that. I don't know what that means, but I guess I thought that if I dreamt of a video like this, it probably means that it can help at least 1 to 2 people. Okay, I try to be aligned with my intuition, so let me know in the comments if this video did tell you something that you needed to hear, or if this video hyped you up at least a little bit, because trust me when I tell you that I just want you to leave my videos feeling energetically good. Okay, that's why this YouTube channel is here. That's why I make the videos that I do. I want to help people, duh, that much is obvious, but I really want to help you get energetically up in your vibes. I want you to leave my videos feeling positive, feeling happy, feeling a little bit like, yeah, you know what, I should be confident, I should love myself, even though I know it's not that simple, and one video might not be able to change your life completely, but hopefully after a while you're gonna realize that you're doing slightly better today than you were doing yesterday, and then your life is gonna get better. Anyway, that's enough of my yapping. I was just feeling a little vulnerable, a little emotional. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you want to hear more from me, because you know we do talk about these kinds of things on this channel, and also like the video if you enjoyed it. Don't forget that I appreciate you as the human being that you are, and that I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.